says wait. I can't save. They're like, you can't save every 5 seconds. I always use my flamethrower. What? Fucking fuck! I beat it to death. Does that? Ah! I thought he was a robot.
Forget.
This place is making our spider hairs tingle. Pick flower. Oh, ow, it hurts. Oh, God! I made a mistake! Run away! Run away!
What did you
I made a mistake!
remember not to do that?
I made a mistake! F! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Dogs don't stop until you, kill them.
Oh,
I want to punch this guy. Have fun drowning. He's really drowning! That's... Oh my god, I thought he would wake up! We just murdered someone who was fishing. Get them in! You bitch! Oh my gosh! Why is he in here? Why? Oh! What? 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 How did I survive that?
Someone might get hurt.
Fuck.
Running causes accidents.
Fuck, I can't see! No! Oh my god, I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. There's a fucking vent somewhere. It's over here. Bitch. Climb in the vent! Bitch. Low power? Ricardo, you suck so bad. You will not chase me, right? Fucking hell. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I'm in a cart? What the Mario Kart is this? Oh, Roxy girl, you got a temper. Oh, hell no. Oh, she's gonna kill me now. I laughed. I laughed at her face. That was it? Where do I go? Girl! Serpentine! It wouldn't open. being gross in here. Oh, this. Oh! Girl,
Your dirty
I'm
thoughts
so
just
sorry.
subscribed with pride. Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. Let me get that for you. Let me just put you back. No, that was so gross. I was not ready. Guys, what do I do? I just leave it there. What do I do? Wait, okay, wait. I'm gonna try to fix this. But it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Okay, she's stuck. What? I can't breathe. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I'll get you down, girl. Come on. Can I grab her? Can I grab her? Come on. I can't get her down. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. Guys, this is so stupid. I can't get her off. Oh my god. Okay, alright. She's stuck. Okay, girl.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
I can't because her legs move. Can we reanimate her and she'll come off? Or will she wait? Can you hear me now? Is that better? Stupid mic. I don't know what is happening. Let's try again. Can you hear me now, guys? The game audio isn't doing anything either, but I think it's because there's nothing going on yet. All right, what time is it? It is 9. Am I whispering? A little bit. Because my kiddos are asleep. Hey, zombie, how are you? How you feeling? Let me move my mic closer to me. So it's not an ASMR stream. Whispers, we can hear you. That's fantastic. I'm also a little sleepy. All right, let's put the time as the time. No, don't be like that, game. All right. Says, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Oh my god, they put this in. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. I should pick 12. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Game is getting creepier. Feeling better now, just dealing with the phlegm. Ayo, gross, yeah. My mic died. Yeah, my girlfriend ordered me a new one because it'll be here Monday. That was really nice of her to do that. Alright. So, I looked up some stuff. I didn't want to like ruin it. I didn't want to see what the solutions were, but I was curious to see crooked here. I was curious to see like what directions I should go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This is a recap for anyone
Stanley
who wasn't here
worked
last
for a company
Saturday.
in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Or even say hi.
Never in all his
How
years
rude.
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Zombie, did you watch me play any of this last Saturday by chance? Do I have to mess with the sensitivity again? I think I do. Oh no, I don't.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can I turn these off? Oh! Turned off. Can I do anything? I like work, I just hate my boss, is what that cup says. And so Stanley started to question his life choices. Did you know that there's an actual ending if you play that baby killing game for 2 hours, and then there's another game after it that's another 2 hours as well? And that's an actual ending? There's a way to crouch. How do I... There. It just makes that sound anywhere I go? Maybe a bit more specifically regarding jumping. A baby killing game. Did you see me play this last time? Dirk, now that you're here, I thought there was like a window I could climb out of over here, but it doesn't look like there is. Said if I crouched. It might be in this room. Maybe not. Turn off all these computers. I don't think I can jump. Hold on, I'm gonna push all the buttons. I can crouch. No jumping. That's my activity. That's it. Did I say who farted? That's for you, Kypress. That's Kypress's cup. Who farted? And everyone goes, it was you, Kypress. And he goes, ah. Who farted? I'm messing with stuff. Jesus, that's scary. That was so loud for me. Welcome in, Blurp.
Hold on to your butts.
It's so loud for me. Hold on for your butts. To your butts, to your butts. That's very loud for me. Well, it's not letting me go anywhere here. This is the new content.
That's suspicious.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Oh,
open
shit. I guess
doors,
I'm committed.
he entered the door on his left.
That's weird.
Oh, I missed your resub? Make Stanley eat a bug? Welcome in, Jeff. He wants me to go... Okay, let me think. I have to remember all the choices that I made as best as I can. I want to not listen. I'm going to not listen to everything
This
he
was
says.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Because there's something I
Perhaps
can do
he wanted to stop by the
differently.
employee lounge first,
7
just to
months,
admire it.
Kypress.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Do I just stand here, do you think, is the thing? Foliage, holy smokes, you guys.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Do you think he yells at me if I stay longer?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
That's so savage. That's savage.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I'm gonna wait. I think you will. Let's find out. Means I was following you since I was in Alaska? Yes. I love this game so much. Welcome in, Chaos. I'm trying to get different things, but I think he might be out of... I think it might be done now.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
The first answer or first thing that I got...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I go underneath this? I'm looking for different routes because there's apparently different ways to go that I've missed. One is through a vent. I haven't even seen a vent that I can sneak in through.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I think I went
here.
across the first time.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
Come in,
investing
Mr.
your
Grambles.
trust in someone else can be difficult.
I imagine
but the
there's
fact
harder
is
vegetables.
That the story has been
But
about
that's just my
nothing but you
That's just
all
my
this
opinion.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Yeah, he tries
I'm
to
not
say you have a
asking
wife.
For me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Okay.
You need to be the one to do
You
this.
could answer
to
this.
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That's not what
Picking
freaking
up the phone
happens.
is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What? It broke the fourth wall.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I
Me?
won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
Oh my gosh, it's
the
a whole
best
thing.
part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Where's
If you
Jet?
find
No one tell
yourself
him.
speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice. Oh my god.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making
Listen, I know I'm
process.
Floridian, but get outta
Most
here.
medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Fantastic.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Oh.
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Can I
This way,
unplug the phone
please.
twice? The dark existential humor makes me so happy. Am I supposed to just go back in? What if I don't? Huh. What if I don't? Oh, let me back in. Huh, what if I did?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying
They won't let
senselessly
you go
halfway
off.
through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
They fenced me in. Where's Tater? Where's Tater? They fenced me in. What if I go back? Nothing. Okay. This is different. There's a little space right here. I could just... No backsack and crack for you. Oh my god. So I can't go this way. Oh, they're opening the doors again. Alright, so I could technically kill myself here. But I've done that. I've never done it this way. I want to, just out of principle, but we'll be good. Jump or don't, chat. Will it let me? Oh, it won't let me. I was gonna. Alright. You can't. They won't let you. Alright, now what? Now what do I do? Why does it act like I can type on that? I'm just curious. This is new, so I don't know what the heck. So it's making me go all the way back.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
What if I don't do that? Because what happens is if you answer the phone, he gets mad at you.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Oh,
Just
I don't want to
follow my lead
listen.
and
What should
you'll
we
be
do?
fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to go to the right door. What should we do, chat? Should I listen? Go right again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, they're gonna force me. They're forcing me. I'm here for chaos. I'm here for you, Mystic. Thank you for letting me do what I wanted to do.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
A lot.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Probably
to
not.
know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
No one told
Is
Jed.
it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Yep, he's gonna restart me. So what if I did that again, but I got weird.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Happy to
What,
help.
did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Not really.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh, he's so cranky.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
We can try that
I
again
tried
and
so
do the right
hard to
thing.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting
give
the
me a
story
chance.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I want to
When
not listen
Stanley
again.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
I don't learn anything.
he entered the door on his left.
Wait, did this reset me? Chaos, you don't tell me twice.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh,
Quickly, hurry back.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
All right,
I'm
we gotta
quite sure
listen.
you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Fuck
lead
up.
and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came
All
to
right,
a set
all right,
of
all right.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't help myself. All right, so it's not broken now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It says 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death support portion of the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. Welcome in, Gutsby. If you didn't watch us play this last week, oh my god. Teenagers, size of demographic, a lot of percent. Space between teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. This is the ideas bin. No more trash cans. Renaming of the ideas. Fixing me. That's the idea. Ideas bin is the trash can. Always, always. The broom closet. Do we do the broom closet? Oh, it's locked. Interesting. That's one of the endings we didn't get.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I
office.
don't have the option to go downstairs. Only upstairs. Oh, hey, thanks for the 50 bits. Homie.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 50 bits. Thank you for your support.
Cutsby's already on here, sir. Cutsby. Wait. If I can spell your name right. Jeez. Jeez Louise. What kind of streamer? Throw the whole streamer out. Oh, thanks. That was appreciated.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 50 bits.
Because Cutsby's
Thank you for your
loaded
support.
now after his last hype train. That's pretty fantastic. Oh, you guys get me. Let's see if this has a... I can't go in the bathroom either. He's forcing me to go one way. Thank you so much. Thank you. You don't have to give anything. I'm just giving you the
Cutsby_Wellington
business.
just cheered 25 bits.
I'm
Thank you for
teasing
your support.
Is this different? This wasn't how his office looked before. It didn't have a little stairwell. No, Cutsby's showing off.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25
This is
bits.
different.
Stepping
Thank you
inside
for
his
your
manager's
support.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This isn't how his room
Shocked,
looked before.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his
This is
questions.
weird.
And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
He's tired
he
of
had seen
Stanley
it on
shit.
his last week.
Cutsby, thank you so
Night
much.
Shark 115.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25 bits. Thank you for your support.
There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from
Thank
within
you so
himself
much.
the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Spoke the code.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Do I have to actually
He spoke
talk?
it into the receiver. right there on the wall.
This doesn't have any mic capability.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
There is one.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a...
This doesn't work, stupid narrator.
Wellington just cheered 25 bits.
Okay,
Thank you
fine,
for your
you're not gonna
support.
do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
This is new.
He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
Cutsby, you're good, buddy. Thank you so much.
You could have done
You're
whatever
good.
Cutsby_Wellington
over
just
there.
cheered
You're totally
25
Come this
bits.
way. Speak.
Thank you for your
Say something
support.
to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm having an out-of-body experience?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
I'm dead.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
If we don't
You
have
cannot
a
exist
shout out for
without you. Do you
Cutsby, can we do one real
understand
quick?
me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25 bits.
Can't do it
Thank you
enough.
for your
Thank you
support.
so much. You don't. I was giving you so much business.
This is more important
You do
than
not
you
have
ever
to do
know.
that at all.
I need
Go
this.
crazy.
The story
So
needs it.
I was teasing him because he had
Are you
he
there?
had
You're listening to
a
this?
friend in
Stanley,
his
there?
stream just go absolutely nuts.
Okay.
Was it yesterday?
It's okay. I can wait.
Oh, in ads, be right back. Okay, I'll tell the story when you're back from
Decide.
ads.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Why the credits stop?
Take as much time as you need.
Oh, it stopped because it's loading. Gotcha. Thank you, Stormies. Yeah. Waiting for Zoms for story time. Interesting. So, do you think I should have just listened? Or do you think I'll get the same... Like, go do the phone, unplug it from the wall, but then do what he asks? And see if that makes any difference? I might try that. I think I kind of want to see what happens.
All of his co-workers were gone.
You're back? Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's supposed to be a window that I can get through, and I have no idea where the window is. Okay, so I was in Cutsby's stream, I believe yesterday. I mix up my days, but I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. And,
When Stanley
We're gonna
came to a
ignore
set
him.
of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
and
he
he had a
wanted to stop
buddy
by the employee lounge first.
that just showered
to
him with
admire
love,
it.
and it was amazing.
Wow. Yes.
Yes,
This,
this
room.
room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
And so that's why I'm
open door
teasing
on
him,
his left.
is because if you look at Cutsby's story,
Stanley was so bad at following directions. It's incredible.
it was
he
great. It was
wasn't 5
amazing. His
years
friend was
ago.
super supportive. So that's why I'm like, oh, he
Look,
got a
Stanley,
super
I think
omega
perhaps
hype
we've
train.
gotten off on the wrong foot.
But that didn't mean he had to
I'm
donate
not
any
your
bits to
enemy,
me.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can
I
be
love when
difficult,
people get
but the
love
fact
like
is
that in their
the
stream.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Alright, we're gonna redo
Please,
this.
Stop trying
Yeah, it
to
was
make
just really
every
sweet.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Asking for her.
This is
Now,
it,
if I
Stanley.
answer the phone,
Your chance to redeem yourself.
his
To
wife,
put your work aside. To
is
let
a
her That's her, Stanley. You need to be the... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
I'm curious what happens if I listen to him
That wasn't supposed to be a
after
choice.
this.
How did you do that? You actually
I need to add you,
chose
Cutsby, to my
incorrectly.
auto shout-out. I don't know if I've done that
was
yet.
possible. Let me double check.
Cutsby! You don't have to do that, I promise. I was just giving you the business.
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25 bits. Thank you for your support.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll
See, he
credits.
lies to you here.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Because
How
we
is that
did
even
answer the
possible?
phone the first time.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
Can we get a hype
Wait
train?
A second.
No,
Did I just
that's
see-
completely up to Chad.
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
You would think you've
You're
donated
real
a bunch
person.
that it would pop one up.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
So he's gonna
if you
kick
made
me
any
out,
more wrong choices, you
and then
might
I'm
have
gonna make the
negated it
right choice
entirely.
and see if
it's
it
as though you
changes
completely
anything.
ignored even the most basic safety protocol
gonna see.
for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. Again for a moment,
Yeah.
so we can educate you properly on safe
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25 bits. Thank you for your support.
Video.
He's trying to get chat hyped.
Choice.
I
It's
appreciate
best
the
part
hustle.
of being a real person.
Oh, we get to watch
But
this
if
again.
used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all
All
people.
good, zombie. A
Or
bunch
he
of
could
people
spend
just did a
years of
big
hard
hype train
work
for me
forgetting how
recently.
to
Do not
read.
feel any pressure.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find
will. He's
yourself
watching me
speaking
on
with a
YouTube in
person
the
who
other
does
room.
not make sense, in all
Hi, hubby.
likelihood, that person is not real.
Cutsby says hi.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying,
Oh my God.
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack.
I don't even know what that means. Supposed to be having. Thank you, Cutsby. Supposed to be having back sack and
Cutsby_Wellington
crack.
just cheered 25 bits.
I don't know what
Thank
that...
you for your support.
I don't know what that means.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis
Oh,
is the
Lord.
best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally,
My
if you
overthinking
begin to
brain
wonder
makes
if
a
your
million.
choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems
It's
are
hilarious,
materially
Zombie. It's really funny.
insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah,
Okay.
welcome back. You
So
may
this
have
breaks.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate
Blame
as a
Saucy
result
Zombie.
of narrative contradiction.
That was
But
really
not to
nice.
worry.
I followed him. I
Now
just need
that
to
you're
catch one of his
properly
streams.
informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
So I just want to let everyone know, if you follow Cutsby, you have to be a killer. Killers only. We had a whole laugh about that. Pretty funny.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping
Can't
off
have
the
people-
platform and dying. Imagine the main
think that's
character
so funny.
dying senselessly halfway through the story.
I
That
could
story
jump
would
off.
make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Does this open before? Nah, it doesn't let me. Don't have to tell me that? That's hilarious. Alright, so we're gonna listen. We're gonna behave, which I hate. Gives me the ick. Killers only. That was so funny.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in
So
the
he says
real
I'll be home
world.
free. We'll see. We'll see.
Now remember, all you need to
Narrator.
do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna listen. We're gonna listen this time. But do we get the weirdo ending?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm still gonna get the same
Coming
shit.
to a staircase, Stanley went to his boss's office.
Cutsby, seriously, you don't...
Cutsby_Wellington just cheered 25 bits.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your support.
I can't go in there. There's an elevator it's not giving me access to, and the room's the same. Can I mess with this? My goodness.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
This is
Stanley
voice
was once again
activated.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human
So I
life.
think we get the same ending.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door
Well, that's kind
with
of a bummer.
voice receiver next to it. Surely behind
That's
this
why you
door
don't
lay
listen,
all
chat.
the
You don't
answers
get
to
cool
his
endings.
questions. And beyond all
Any ending with
probability,
you is a
he knew the
weirdo ending?
passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
No.
Night Shark 115.
Yes, this game's weird. I don't
Was
take
this the code
responsibility.
to open the door? Would it
I'm
still
not with her,
work?
okay?
There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Yeah. Hey, Tan the man. What's up, Tan? How's your day?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He
Shark
spoke it into the
115.
receiver, right there on the wall.
Golden, 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 golden. I have a question. What's your question? Because I've already seen this ending, so we're good. What's up?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Ah.
Please speak the code into the
Why
receiver.
are you so
Otherwise, we
awesome?
can't get on
Why
with
are
the
you so
story.
awesome,
This
Dan?
is a crucial step.
How was your day today? Everything
Okay,
is
fine.
awesome.
You're not going to do it, but you know what?
Everything is
It's
cool
pretty
when you're part of
humiliating
the
to bring
team.
you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have
Everything
better
is
things to do. I asked you
When
for
you
this
live in
one
a
single
dream.
thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you,
Just
then
chilling?
why did you come here?
Chilling like a
you had
villain?
a choice, you know.
Love it.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
I think I broke him. Just
behave
chilling on
exactly as Stanley
penicillin.
would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Wait, why
All
am I here
right.
again?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did this already. But am I in a loop now?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh,
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow
Why
my
did it
lead and
reset
you'll
me?
be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
reset me.
he entered the door on his left.
aw, thanks, Cutsby. Dang, why have I don't know how you haven't set up a hype
Cutsby_Wellington
train,
just
dude.
cheered 25 bits. Thank
Does
you for
anyone know
your
what the hype
support.
train rules are?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as
He's
Stanley
punishing
would.
me for
That
listening?
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
Well,
follow
screw
my
you,
lead and
narrator.
you'll be fine. All right.
Wait, I'm gonna do
when
it again.
Stanley came to a set of
'Cause
2 open doors,
stuff will happen
he
in
entered
threes.
the door on his left.
And if it doesn't do anything this time, I'll go right. And say, screw you, narrator. That's my plan.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh, what a
is behave exactly as Stanley would.
What up, bitch?
That means choosing
Alright.
responsibly and always putting the story first.
Let me leave.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
interesting.
fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
Dragon
the door on
Quest,
his
that's
left.
right. I was trying to remember it. Fine, screw you, narrator.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
It forces you to do. And now he's gonna yell at me again. Alright, so we know what happens. It's broken.
Oh, it's ruined.
He's gonna just yell at me a
I
lot.
can't believe after
Welcome
everything
in,
we
Chronic.
talked
How are
about
you?
My story. You've destroyed my work.
He's just gonna tell me how
Why?
terrible I am.
For what? What did you get out of that?
did you get
what did
out of
you
that?
think
Tate will
was so
appreciate
special
this.
about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its
Cypress.
impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
If he
I have
keeps
to shut the
talking,
game
can I,
down.
like, leave?
I have to. I have to.
Oh. This game showcases how you lead people astray. Sometimes you have to wait for the narrator to finish speaking. I don't want to.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, so we still get
here in
the
this
same.
pile of rubbish. With you.
With you.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My
Oh.
entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was
No one told you
mine,
that.
and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to
I
be
tried
like
to be like
Stanley?
Stanley and you made me go to loop.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh,
He's so mad.
my story.
He's big mad.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
I did find out that you remember the scene
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
with the bomb we detonated.
We all
That
make
was a bomb.
choices. But that was a choice.
Hello?
You know the
Stanley, please.
the scene where I can either turn
choice.
off the mind control device or turn it off or on, and we try to turn it on, and there's like this whole thing with buttons and like to turn it off the detonator or whatever. It doesn't matter what you do, it kills you.
Needs you. It needs you to make
is
a
pretty
decision.
funny.
It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct.
Alright,
You
so we
can't be
did
wrong
that,
here.
so
We
that
can
was
work
interesting.
together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that
I'm
step
trying to
forward,
think. I don't know where the
please.
window is. There's apparently a window you can go through.
Do something.
We beat it. No, there's a lot more that I haven't done.
No. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this?
Thanks for the bits, Cutsby. You gotta save
Cutsby
some of that
underscore
bit is for
Wellington
you
just cheered
and your
25
family.
bits. Thank you for your support.
To make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
He's like, make it rain.
It's all right.
I got paid.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Thanks everyone for being here.
Take as much time
Show your
as you need.
bitties. That emo made me laugh. Crack me up. All right. So we know what that does. We've done all the don't listen. We haven't done. Apparently, there's something to do with the bucket. There's something to do with the broom closet that I haven't done right. Still going like he's. Damn, when are we gonna get a hype train going? Mystic. Oh my god. All right. We're gonna try to do the broom closet because I know where that's at. What if I mess with this? Anything?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why is this just a
No
pencil
matter how
sharpener?
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think it's supposed to be in this room. But I can't climb out these frickin' windows. Do my broom closet uwu? Oh god, not the uwu.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Listen, if I want to touch everything in the office, let me. There's got to be other. I know there's other stuff. I just don't know how to trigger it. Can I go in here? I don't know, man. There's a window that I'm supposed to be able to magically go in. But I don't know what it is, so... Yeah, look up the window one for me, love, because it said it was by desk 423.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, maybe. Alright, wait, I gotta focus. I have to listen to him to get the broom closet. And then I go in it, and I don't know if I'm supposed to go in and out of the broom closet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This is apparently a thing.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Just gonna wait.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely
I'm not gonna even
confused.
move.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
He's saying a lot more than he did last time.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, not us talking about
Stanley
the broom
was fat and
closet
ugly
ending.
and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Wow!
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, The responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
We need some better
Hello?
emotes in chat.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless
Who are the
human
hookers?
physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video games.
Let's go
So that the
already!
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Should I step out and go back in? No? While we wait, we catch him on chat. Says, we really appreciate support over in the stream fiends and love to show love. This stream is one of two that can brighten my day. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, Cutsby. Thank you so much for your support as well. Mystic says, dumpster fire. You're sure I don't go in and out? What's crazy is that some of these,
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
Fuck!
golden is the lovely sausage. I don't want to just hang out here if that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm curious. I can't believe he called me a freaking stupid fat. What did he call me? All sorts of stuff. Stanley. Let's just see. Oh, it's a conclusion, but is not considered an ending.
What, Rapunzel?
Yeah.
Well, did he say
It's an Easter egg.
Did he say he needed a replacement player?
Yeah.
Okay, go out of the. Then you can leave.
Then I can't leave. It's
you
done.
Can leave and go back in.
Okay. All right. All right.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
It just says I can continue on my way after triggering it.
Yeah, after you do the
I think that's fine.
After he's done talking, he says you can leave and then do whatever actual.
Let's see if he says third player or if he just moves on with his life.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's pretty funny. Alright, I think I've exhausted all the stuff. If I go, let me remember, if I go upstairs, I go on the office, I use the code. Is that the one that brings me to the memory, the escape, or the memory one? I think if I go downstairs, it's that circle that goes in, like, around and around and around. So let's try... We'll try to go to the boss.
I'm
my glasses. Yeah, look at all those emotes. Thanks. Thanks for the scat, man. Alright, let's see if it's a different quote. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't that rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. I come in time just to see Dancing Toad. What did I stumble into? Commander Krim, that is Scatman. Sung by Toad. You're welcome. Alright. Extreme bathrooms. This game is hilarious. It's called the Stanley Parable. So, see, this is open now. See how this is different? Different office this time. I want to try this elevator. We never had this elevator do anything for us. Do we have a Waffles? I don't know where Waffles is. Is she still behind me, love? Are you there? I don't think he's there. This doesn't do anything.
There's sequences
Hair able?
of pushing buttons in the elevator too.
Huh? Would you say, love, about... Is there really? Why is he able... What is he able to do with pairs? Am I supposed to keep pushing the buttons? Because I haven't been able to figure out how to get out. Where it goes anywhere that matters. Also, if you want to murder a panda, this is a place to go. It says business strategy underneath. So apparently he takes the pears and he murders pandas. That's what he does. Bait. Oh, I don't know what the order is. I might look that shit up. Would you guys be sad if I... Would you be mind looking that up? Because... Yeah, for the elevator? Because, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and push buttons all day.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. I don't know what happens if I just mess it. Oh,
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I think he makes
Trying
me do
to
it.
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he forces my hand. If I don't.
2845.
Just for Kyprus. Is this what you want, chat?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
They just give it to you. Everything's like a keyboard. Alright. Pretty sure this is not a good ending. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just killed ourselves. Okay.
If it smells like beer, it's because my beer exploded.
No! Do you need help? Oh, it's a Daisy raid!
Daisy 1003 just traded with 18 viewers.
I'm sorry,
Let's give them a warm welcome.
Oh no. Sorry, my husband just spilled everywhere. Welcome in, Raiders! Dang! It's a Daisy raid! Welcome in, Raiders. We are playing a game called the Stanley Parable. I won the giveaway? Did I really? Oh, and I'm an ass. I'm over here. Wow, that's awesome. We're gonna put that towards a new game. Daisy, how much did you raise? So Daisy is doing he did a fundraising stream today for blind cats, right? What is the name of, do you mind sharing that information here, Daisy? And we'll make sure. $306, hot damn. I'd say that's a success. That's a huge success. Well done. Yeah, he was raising a blind cat rescue in St. Paul, North Carolina. There you go. So if you love cats, and you know there's people who love cats here, please consider donating to Blind Cat Rescue in St. Paul, North Carolina. And then Daisy, if you have I know you had a link in your chat earlier, please feel free to share that on my general page in Discord. I raised an eggplant. I bet you did, Kypress. That is amazing. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There it is. So if you like cats, consider donating to them, and you know, make sure you put love Daisy in memory of Daisy. Kiryu is adorable. Daisy himself has a corgi and a cat as well. So if you like dogs and cats, you can't lose there. One of my favorite memories in Daisy's stream is he was teasing about how there was a streamer, I guess, that got a lot of bad publicity because she was like, oh, if you can't subscribe and you can't donate, like, you shouldn't even be on Twitch. And she just was really, like, shaming her community. And so Daisy was like, look at my animals. They haven't eaten. You need to donate. And then he played Sarah McLachlan in the arms of the angel. of the angel. And so it was just like the funniest shit. I was like, donate, donate, donate. I've never donated bits faster. Like, you have to feed the puppy. And he was giving them treats. It's so stupid. But it was so funny. Yeah, Mystic, it was bad. It was amazing. Well, I'm very proud of you, Daisy. That is going to make a huge difference for them. I know a lot of the shelters are, like, super full and needing medical for pets and stuff like that. But thank you so much for the raid. If you're new here, I'm Golden Goddess 64. And I like doing chaotic things. And I'm a silly person. So if you like silly people, you're in the right spot. Also, I've decided I'm not giving you a PlayStation card. You don't need to do that, Daisy. Daisy, listen. $5 a month, yeah. You extended the fundraiser. You should, man. That's amazing. You had a lot of really cool goals too. He had, like, for where he meets every goal, he'll do something cool in a stream. So I think he does a Bean Boozle every $5. I know he had other like parties and stuff. You're welcome. I need to get this wig off and wash my makeup off. That's amazing, Daisy. I'm really happy I won the giveaway. That's awesome. They're gonna think it's rigged. I was in and out of Daisy. Daisy is awesome. Daisy is so unhinged, and it just makes me laugh because I just never know. You know, it's just so funny in there. You did not eat 61 beans. That would make my stomach so unhappy. Alright, we have to go down. It doesn't let us go up. It's rigged. I feel like they're gonna think it's rigged. Because I already won when we played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I won that in Daisy's stream. So Daisy does giveaways, you know. I've seen him eat like 20. Dude, I could not.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Someone dropped $120 out of nowhere. Can I go back in? I've never done this.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Didn't even said hello, was just like donate. That's amazing. Kyperish, you got your first mod. Congratulations. Who is it? I'm nosy. Wanna know who it is? Who's your new mod? That's amazing.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Welcome in. Oh, thanks for the hug. How are you? Me and Kat's friend Betty Justice. Oh, how is she? How is she? I haven't heard from her in a while. All right, we have to go down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the
Congratulations,
elevator and going
Kuipers. That's
down
amazing.
again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
That's an ending? That's not. I've never gotten that ending. Okay, so if you're new here and you haven't seen this game, it's a Stanley Parable. We can. Oh, it's not an ending. Okay, good. You have a narrator that talks to you, and you can either listen to him or not listen to him, and this game will mess you up. It's either.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Not good. Tomorrow will be a better day. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, can we all give hugs, please?
Stanley walked straight ahead
God,
through
that
the
scared
large
me.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
So I've done the mind control facility where I've done the button on and off. That's just death. I guess there's some stuff I could try to do here. Or just death. I'm trying to remember what happens here. I don't remember. She's good, working a lot, raising her daughter. I hope your day gets better tomorrow, Al. She's the one who bought me deer meat. Oh, and her fam is the one I'm going to GalaxyCon with? I love that. I didn't know you guys were so close. That's awesome. We're going to try this way. We're going to try this way. Made an executive decision.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Can I turn this back off? No, it does not matter. I'm just trying different things because I've had these endings before. And ideally, I want new things to happen. Can I mess with these little screens? Oh gosh, that's tiny font. I'm old. They don't know I'm old. It says Employee Observation Protocol. It's just jargon. It's words, but it's not. Monitoring screen fails to initiate contact maintenance and yeah, it's just like blah blah blah. They probably don't think anyone's gonna read that shit. It's just numbers. All right.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Well,
lives
hopefully we
of
can
so many
distract you a little bit.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
All right, can I turn them back off? No, can't turn them back off. So far, it's kind of making me do the same.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It won't let me do that, and it won't let me go back. It says, oh my god, my ears popped after blowing my nose. So much better. This cold can really kick rocks now. We were sick for over a week.
No.
So I feel
he
that.
refused to believe
Gotta love
it.
when your ears
He
suddenly
couldn't
open, you can hear
accept it.
ants crawling.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Sound.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof.
Okay.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So we definitely turned it on before. And what happens is this other room is full of buttons and they just make you run around like a moron. Now, I haven't tried to turn it on and just wait. I've also turned it off and you get a nice ending where you go into like the woods and it's really pretty. I think it's the woods. I kind of want to put it on and do nothing.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
This is probably just going to end badly, but...
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
You're gonna die
tell you exactly
anyway?
What happened to them? I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds.
So it is the same no matter what.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button
Yeah, it
to
doesn't
button,
matter. So I thought maybe if
screen
I
to
didn't
screen,
push any
clicking
buttons.
on every little thing in this room. These
But that
numbered
room is
buttons.
just nothing but buttons for no
these
reason.
colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Good night,
Why
Mystic.
would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
As they
purpose
set you
in this
up with
place
all
is?
these like numbers. You have a big
Stanley,
timer right there.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away
So it's
to
like,
death.
what do I do?
You're only
And you
still
look at all
playing
these
instead of watching a
different
cutscene
buttons
because I
and
want to watch you for
with
every
jigs,
moment that
and you're
you're
like, okay, I hit the
powerless.
3 button,
To
and
see
then there's
you
like
made
num-
humble.
Was
This
this
is
open
not a
before?
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world,
Huh.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Yeah,
No ending.
it's just this is just
you
the end.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh, narrator's a jerk till the end. I love it. Happily ever. And we're dead. Okay, so that doesn't make any difference. Happily ever. We exploded. Okay, so now we reset. Okay. I can try to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
I
mean?
don't know if he looked up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There's supposed to be a way through a window. There's also supposed to be a vent somewhere. But you have to do things a certain way for it to make sense. I have no idea what window they mean. If I keep messing, unless do they mean the like if they mean the freaking computer window? I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not. Is that all they mean? Awaiting input. What input? I think I did this before, and all I did was. Do I only have to hit it 5 times, maybe? I don't, this is new. I don't know how long I'm supposed to hit this. I think I did this before and a little bar popped up. Went bloop, and I went, oh my god. No? I know it changed last time. I still like that cup that says who farted. I'm gonna add that to my I'm gonna add that to my merch. My merch shop. Who farted? If you look on the bottom, it'll say Kuipers. Have you guys ever listened to the comedian Nick Swartzen? He's not really around anymore, I don't think. It's not doing anything now. This has to be something with these computers. It has to be something. Because I have this one. These are all like dummy ones. I know I spammed it before. Now what? Do I do anything else? I can't turn these back on, can I? I would buy that cup too, the one that farted. Why does that make me laugh? I'm so mature. I don't know if that did anything, but I hate Mondays. Looks like someone has a case of the Mondays. Anyway, Nick Swartzen has a whole funny joke. This is new content. What do you think, guys? Should we do the new content?
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
The diarrhea kitty, the joke has to be real. I was thinking of the one where it's like, this might be a trigger warning, a moment. But he's like, what if someone just killed himself in the most terrible way? And they just went, who fucking farted? And just blew their head off. And everyone's like, what? Oh man, who farted, bro? It must have been terrible. It's like a whole bit. It was so messed up.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
It will match my smile.
Which is why
my smile
I'm
is
very
fake,
proud
but my
to
boobs
announce
and
for
mug.
the first time ever,
My boobs
the
are real mug.
Stanley Parable 2.
My smile is fake, but my boobs are real mug. That's amazing. The Nutty Professor fart. Oh my god.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Because I walked through this, and he goes over a bunch of reviews.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It's progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Peach.
Dear Mario, that fart, it got me so off guard when I was looking at blurbs. I was like, oh my god. When are we going to do a new community goal? Good question. What would be a fun community goal? Synergy. More footwork. More footwork. More energy. More energy. It's Mario.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure
was holding
that if
it
I
too
can
long.
loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Look at them singing this. Just the two of us song. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Oh my god, they have the whole song written out. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity, Doom, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar? They did not. That's funny. Who's this guy? Eyes, ears, nostrils, arms, legs. Who took the red marker? Me. That's something y'all do. Who did it? Me. Where's Fallen? Has Fallen come in yet? That's a Fallen moment. I'm just messing around. Okay. We're exploring. This way to the show floor. Yeah, see, I don't understand how this is new content if it's just this whole bit again. Because we did this bit already. And I don't know how to change it.
Here we are. Go on. try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket? I know there's a bucket ending, but I don't know what that's about. Is that like a big picture of him? Funny sequel titles, Electric Boogaloo and Search for the... What? And the Search for B. Curly's Gold. I don't know what you're talking about. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. The button that says... What is this? Hear your name in the game. This wasn't here before, because you know I would have pushed the button.
Too, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
This has got to be an ending. This is new, because none of this crap was here before. I thought it was going to be the same thing, where he, like, reads reviews angrily. Angrily? Alright. We're doing it. Let me push this, let me push this button. Ready?
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget who you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
What if I don't? Golden Gem 64? Hey, welcome in, Raz. Alright, we gotta push the button again. We're gonna see what happens.
Jim. Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only
going good. It's weird, but it's good.
Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
He's just making fun of us.
Jim. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
I've embraced being Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are. Jim.
Rude. Put it away, you guys. He put away the Jim button. I was thinking if I push those. Okay, well that was entertaining. Not gonna lie, made me laugh. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
What is this? Why is there only 1, 2? That's weird. Come on now. You can't do that to my brain. That's not fair. Office. Please, no screenshots. Oh. The baby's all grown up. With that game, when you get to that, you have to play that for 2 hours, and then it gives you a second game, and you play that for 2 hours, and then it gets an ending. I'm not doing that. I will look that shit up and post it. Alright, so it says the button that has a... We have jump circle and infinite hole. What did I do the first time I did this? Oh, just like a... Let's do the reassurance bucket. Jim fine. Oh, Jim don't know when to quit.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel
I did the jump
perfectly
circle.
normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
He's like, I'm not doing that.
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
I mean, Jim
I
has
think
all
that
the
just
charisma.
holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I can't put it back down. I put it right here. And crouch with it.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
This t-shirt is the best new feature. There's QR codes here too. I think it's an actual merch store. That'd be funny. Alright, I've done the button that says gem. I have a bucket now, which is weird. Office decorations. Do we go in here?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'd go with Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh!
Happy 12th birthday,
Oh, he's so
Stephanie,
rude!
It is.
So rude. Fine. Oh my god, they're everywhere now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Oh my god. Alright, what's back here?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
Is that what
That's
I did
right.
before?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Either. Love, is this the one that I did? I don't remember falling in a hole. Huh? I don't remember the hole either. That's what she said. Alright, we... Whee! But I have the bucket. It's fine.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What if we ignore you?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the Great. Now, I'm very excited
It showed he was gonna
you
get cut
even
off.
more of my ideas for the sequel.
Stream fiends win. With us, watch us win. Hype up chat. Oh, thanks, Saucy. They welcome in. I was joking with Cutsby earlier. I'm like, oh, Saucy just made it rain. Oh, it was really nice to see. I love when I see people get spoiled like that. It was very kind of you. I was like, I love when I see streamers get that kind of attention. Okay, so I don't know. I think I could have had the game end there. If you're just coming in, you wanted to see what happens? Should I just jump? Well, should I just jump in the hole and see what happens now? Let's see what happens if I just let it happen. Why not? Why not? We're here. We have the bucket. What can go wrong?
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now.
He says
Did you
we're
really
back in
need
the
to see
hole
it again?
now.
I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley.
It's not infinite.
I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Mostly
If that
infinite.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole,
What if
and
I
we can
just
move
stay
on.
here?
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So, this is a kind of game. Oh, dang, it's an Oopsie raid!
Otzi
yay,
TTV
hey
just rated
guys.
with 8 viewers. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Welcome in, welcome in. Oopsie, my favoriteest person in the world. How are you? How are you? How was Dragon Age? Hey, Bish! Hey, girl, hey! I got to raid you! I love it. I love it. Welcome in, welcome in. How was the game? Did you get
Gonna love myself, gonna let my freak flag fly. No more hiding, no more
What's this
shame.
song?
Gonna take a stand, embrace the imperfections.
It's
I'm a
from
world
Don't
on,
You
I'm
Feel It?
grand.
I love it. I love it. I like it. I love it. Shit got fucking real. Well, okay, so if anyone is not familiar with Otzi, which if you're new here, you won't be, but if you are here, what on earth? You need to follow this lady. She's been playing Dragon Age, the new one that just came out, and on Nightmare mode. So, not shocked. Let me make sure I say hey to everybody real quick. We got Stormy saying hi to everybody for me. And then Squonk, I think, snuck in. There he is. There he is. Squonk. Oh my god, it's Squonk. Thank you so much. Let me add some people on here. Because we were really lucky and we got, what was it? I missed the Don't You Feel It? Just gave some biddies. We love some biddies. Don't you feel it? And then we had a Daisy raid and then we had an Otzi. We did. Thanks, guys. How is it with romancing Tosh? She's not romancing Tosh. The apostrophe? I'm sorry, that's just typing manners. If you look him up, do not put the apostrophe. Alright, so infinite hole isn't infinite. But I still have my bucket, and that's all that matters. No, you were romancing... Who? Otzi. My name is my name. Her name in my brain is mashed potatoes. Balara. I knew it started with a B, and my brain went, It just keeps going. That doesn't even look like ground. That looks like a medical... Ugh, that looks gross. Hole, more hole. No one show this to Kuipers. Not my thing, Tosh. I want, and I'm gonna get Nev. See, I haven't looked at... I can't look at these without being immature. Okay. So I have a bucket. I can't do anything with it. Okay, we got collectibles. A free trophy? Get it here. I want the free trophy. Free trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Oh god, this is a trap. This is a trap if I ever saw it. Pull the lever. Receive your new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. All right. The ominous red lights.
Here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Test trophy locked.
Do it. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
We'll just keep doing this over and over again. Tosh will say and show romantic interest in Harding. So, if you try to romance Tosh, she's like, no, I'm good. I was laughing and saying, Balara? Was that her name? Hold on, gotta scroll up. Balara. If you romance her, she's like, I didn't really want to romance her. I wanted to romance Lucaris. I don't know their names. She was like, I was gonna romance that dude, but everyone voted an Otzi stream for Balara, and I'm like, what if she rejects you?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. Collect them all. What are we collecting? I mean, that's pretty, but I'm also terrified. What is that? How do I get rid of this bucket? I don't want to just carry a bucket around like an idiot. I did the jump circle. So my husband said, what is all this? You are here. Oh, there's a bunch of crap. Like, look at this. A9Q number sign B squared. Like, what? There's B and B squared. Semicolon. 5 is this map. Oh my god. Free trophy. The button that says the name. We did that. Merch we looked at. Settings world champion. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. Office decorations epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole exit. Where's the E? Exit. Is this the exit? The weird... This is collectibles. Exit's this way. That's the exit. Can we just leave? Should we go the exit or should we go to the sparkly question mark collectibles? I'm kind of scared about that. That looks very questionable. That's if you do not choose Tosh or Harding. Oh, okay. I've been romancing Harding, but then I met Tosh, and she's all like, I might be into chicks, but wink wink, what's up, fella? And now I'm all confused. And when I'm traveling around with the two of them, they flirt with each other behind my back. Oh my god. Tosh pushed me against the wall and tasted my neck. When she started to show signs of interest, I was like, do you want to taste my neck again? You're like, I don't know. Collectibles? Alright, we'll collect it with my bucket.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable
I
life.
hate this. Do I get more in there? Oh, well, let me. Oh, I got real. Okay, I'm gonna go straight in. We're gonna see if anything happens. Does not. Does it? No, it won't let me in. Okay. 1 of 6.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Here, give me 1 second, chat. I just have to use restroom, and I'll be right back. I shot him, and then he got run. Aw, come on, who shot me? Did you see that? I shot him, and then he got run over. Why are you talking to me and not trying to kill me? I'm very confused right now.
Never should have come.
Oh god! Stop! What just happened? What the heck just happened? He talked to me, and where the hell is this chick that just yeeted? The girl that just yeeted. Please tell me you guys saw that. There's only... What is happening? You got what you wanted. Who is this? Who are you? He paralyzed them. He paralyzed them. What the actual fuck just happened? Holy moly, that was insanity. Totally glad. Well, I was just like, where is he? Where did he go? Cosnatch! Oh, there he is. You killed him. Okay. Does anyone think that was weird?
Desmond, get down here.
On my way.
They just want me to be a circus clown.
Whatever this is, it doesn't mean
I'm a
anything.
circus clown.
It's a dead end.
But circus clowns.
Poison! 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 Double poison! Oh, it won't let me double poison? You're on poison! Ah! Do they die?
What's wrong? This can only be the devil.
He hit that guy! Why don't I use poison enough? This is amazing! He hit her in the face! I should use poison all the time. That was great. I enjoyed every second of that. That was hilarious. I've never poisoned that many in a... Like, I've poisoned one and they've, like, fallen over. I did not know they went loose. Oh, I see what you're saying now, Mad Moon. Snow's been through a lot of dwarfs. Dang! Brr, 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 brr. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm back. Not my husband saying that. Oh yeah, y'all gotta check your chaos number today. Gotta put ! chaos. See what your chaos percentage is. Alright, so we apparently did the jump circle was one. But there's an exit. I want to see what happens if you just leave. With the bucket. Can we do that? What in the ink blot is this?
All right.
Yeah, I'm leaving with the bucket. Did we do this before?
So, Stanley, what do you think?
That scared
Do you
me.
like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Oh
okay,
my
never
god,
mind.
no.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better.
A hole in the ground, jumping.
Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Interesting. Because I'm like, this is a DLC. And I'm like, if this is all the DLC is, ugh. But we're going to see. Because sometimes you have to do these endings that are like just him talking at you to unlock new stuff. Oh, crap. It's a thing now. All right. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. We're gonna see. My chaos is today.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley
Only
worked
50,
for a company
man.
in a
Got
big
rookie
building
numbers.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
It's different now.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay,
No one had
interesting.
showed up to
The
give him
balloons.
instructions.
Shut
or
up.
a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
They added
isolation.
balloons. Okay, all right.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, okay. Back in business.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't know if turning off the computers does anything, but I'm gonna do it. So far, I haven't found any rhyme or reason. Oh, bucket. Oh no, do I take it? Do I leave it? Oh, input now. That's new. What does that say? Oh, how the mighty have fallen? Be My Valentine is new. Alright, I think we should take the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I don't know if we're supposed to do that. What the crap do I do with it?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't know what to do. Wait, there's a room that says no buckets. Oh, how did we get to it? Hold on. We're gonna go to the right. I know where it is. I think I know where it is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
weird.
This better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
What if we just wait here? Because before it was weird.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand
Okay,
adventure.
this game is too much.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together.
Welcome in, Lens. How are
walking
you?
through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
We're gonna see.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home.
We're not gonna do
Here
all
in the But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left, and so the two of them detoured
go
through the
here-
maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite
Let's see if
door.
I have a good memory or not. There's a spot in this game that says don't bring buckets. And I need to remember where it is. If it's not here, it's if you go downstairs. I don't think it's downstairs where you go in that loop.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What is this? I made mistakes. I'm just at the end of a cold, Lens. I made a mistake. This is weird.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I don't know what's happening.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
All right.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
My God.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the
This is
original
not the way I thought it
dialogue?
was gonna take
Also,
me.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm gonna have to give something up, he says. I'm not giving you my bucket. Okay, how much fancy music? Oh, I don't remember where that stupid sign was. Was it when you jump? Oh, I think I know where it is. I think I know where it is. It's not here. I messed up. I don't want to go to the danger zone. What is this?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Oh no.
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh no.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Ooh. The music.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation.
Stop.
You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Okay, so I could either feed it the bucket or not.
That you were here, you were magnificent.
Well, that's not what I was looking for, but that was something. What in the actual... All right. That was something that happened. I think I have to go on the loading dock. Go across, drop down. Should I feed it the bucket first? See what happens? Probably, before I forget that that's a path.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door... Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
We're going to do it again, but we're going to give it the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Which way did I go? I went the wrong way and then down the elevator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay, we're gonna give it the bucket this time and see if it makes any difference. I feel like if we give him the bucket, that's messed up. What'd the bucket ever do to him? Although I am excited to listen to that music again.
Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
The pencil sharpener,
yes, I
apparently.
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Picture of?
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Let's give the fans what they want.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I can listen to this music all the time.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then.
Oh my God.
Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
So messed up.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
All right.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Bye, Bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket
Oh, get
Destroyer
rid of
will
it.
do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality.
It won't let me do it.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one
It's a
personality
setup.
trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really
It won't let me
explore
do
the
it,
Bucket
chat. I'm
Destroyer,
pushing
you
every
would see
button
that its
and it doesn't
desire to
matter.
crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's
Wow.
really like 10 personality
There's only
traits.
one
What
answer.
other object in this game can you even say that about?
Holy
the Broom Project?
smokes.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be
Dumb.
clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The
No,
fans
doesn't matter
are
what I
waiting.
do.
Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they
It's
want.
a setup.
Hurry and
Setup. Dang, set up by the narrator. that cracks me up.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
All right, let me think. Let me use my brain for a second here. Where's the other place with the door? Oh, I have to go the wrong way. You remember, love, where the no bucket sign was? Yeah, I was trying to keep, because I'm like, well, that's really specific. I think I remember where it is. You remember there's that lift, and then if I fall off the lift and go in a door, I think that's the way I need to go.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
Yes.
Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away
gonna
as
try.
Stanley embraced the bucket.
To find the place I was supposed to find.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
We're gonna see
lounge
what
was simply
happens.
the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was
I
wrong.
love that. No, never mind. The bucket
Stanley
was
took
wrong.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes, good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Where is it? Oh, please be here. Ah, look how smart I am. See, sometimes I remember things.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Ooh! He's gonna kill me. Oh, damn it. Either I'm dead or it's loading. Shut your mouth. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and
Stop.
you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Don't laugh.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
Oh.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay, screw me twice.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I need to find that clip where it's like, sense. No, the other one.
Item
It's
4.
like that.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Knock it off.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
This is insanity.
Yeah, I didn't read anything about this.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley.
Everything's a bucket.
Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Says, I'm going to take off.
What happened? Is everything gone?
To a swinger party.
Disappear.
You have a great time.
Was
with some people before I leave in January. Have a good luck with the game.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
I had no, see,
how
I helped him.
Except me.
Have a great time.
Not
Thanks for
bucket
hanging
after
out.
all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease.
I have no words for
It's
this game.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
See, it's all
but
a bucket.
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do?
Oh,
to
you
a
didn't have to
person.
explain
All right,
yourself at all.
here
You
we
have the
go.
best time. You live your best life. She looks very happy with you. Waffles is nearby, but I don't know if I'll be able to scoop her up or not. She's busy being adorable. Waffles is my cat for anyone new here. Oh, okay. Back at the beginning. But why does this look different? Why is the bucket here? This is different, isn't it?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Says, now I
Stanley
will.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You people better bring the entertainment for Golden. I'm supposed to bring the entertainment to the people, but I appreciate that. I do hope you have a great time. All right, so we didn't listen. And I am curious what happens if I don't listen all the way through with the bucket.
To the meeting room,
because the last
but
time
Stanley
I did
had
that,
felt the
I
bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
had a whole thing with
lounge
my
was
pretend
simply the
wife who
place
ended up
to
being a
be.
mannequin.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to
If it
the
doesn't
meeting
hit your
room.
cheeks,
Go somewhere
then it's
else.
not real.
The cargo lift, yeah, good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
All right, we're
Stanley
gonna
did
listen
not
to the
question
bucket.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Thanks so much,
But
don't you
Stanley
feel it?
chose
I hope you have a
not to
great
think
time.
about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
That's what we're doing. Because we didn't go up here with the bucket. So weird.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yep, that's what we do.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay. I'm gonna answer the phone this time instead of unplugging it. Unplugging it is an option. Although, you just have to stand here like an idiot until it lets you do it. It's weird. Is his wife here or is it just Bucket?
He's married to the bucket.
If it's a Bucket, I will laugh. If it's a Bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Push button. It's not gonna do anything? There's nothing behind me. Oh my god, please. Shut your mouth. I live with the bucket. It's right there. It's not my wife anymore. Hi, Bucket. I'm home. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press up to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Well, don't make me do monotonous tasks my whole life, and it will be an issue. Press square to take me back home with you. Oh, I can't do anything. I was trying to see if it would do anything. while I'm holding the bucket, but it looks like no. This is off. I still don't know what the window, climbing through a window, and I haven't done the vent one. Those are the two, so we might get one more stream out of this. Alright, we're gonna go back home.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned
my
as well?
God.
To see him delusional like
The
this,
bucket's here
obsessing
now.
over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but
I
I
also
don't know
have
how I
jazz
can
music.
convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I got my kitchen, I got my couch, I got my weird artwork. I mean, it's better than the panda getting shot in the face. Alright, it's gonna make me go in a loop. Do these say anything different? Smile. I need a hug. That's a cute mug.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
This is just
Listen
gonna be
to
depressing.
me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
telling me how a
That's
bucket
it.
works.
It doesn't do anything else.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Yep, it's just gonna loop me until I become sad and depressing. Don't listen to the loud man. Oh god. Don't listen to the loud man. Press triangle for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to.
Where's
now
the
all he
bucket?
cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Making it weird. Press X to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
He's
to
like,
it.
it is shiny. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Let's go home. Alright, oh god.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
God, he's watching TV.
Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
I've really hyperfixated on this bucket. Press to relive the same day with me over and over again. Oh god, alright.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No.
There's
What's
candles?
Going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't
The
understand.
door's open.
Perhaps if I
there is
had
a
the
bed
bucket,
in
this
there,
would be
I'm
less
done.
confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome
This
situation.
is very troublesome because we're not having sex with a bucket. Do not laugh. It's in the bedroom. Throw the whole game out. Throw the whole game out. I am not about to... This is so depressing. Ew, what does the bucket want me to do? No, absolutely not. The clock is the same. I even have a picture of it up here. Bucket. Look, we don't kink shame here, but this is kink shaming right now.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
But we were about to have sex with it, and he took it. Narrator's greedy. Oh, my battery just died. Hold on. One moment, please. Warning to your ability to lead everyone astray. Listen, Jet. There was no warning about this? I don't think there's anything wrong with what I do in this game. Whee! Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going slow because this place is gonna like jump at me and I don't like it. There's too much water here. I hate it already. Oh! What is that? Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh, is that the thing in the puddle? No! No! I can't! I don't remember any of this crap. Oh my god. I like the rocks. You have a strong sense of responsibility that commands respect. And why does it say responsible? He's shooting you! What? I command respect. Bam! Like, what is that? Responsible. Alright, it keeps.
Chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this sin, not join them!
Who played that? That was so funny. I'm doing much better now that I have medicine. I'm on a rampage right now. We're just decapitating old ladies. That's what chat wanted. You wanted this, chat. Oh. We did it. We picked. Oh gosh! We didn't do it! Oh my god! I don't remember you! It's aggressive! No! That genuinely surprised me. I thought I was doing the little ones. I'm like, we did. Careful. Like this?
Yes.
Just traumatize that child. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Careful. Patient. Excellent. Looks like you're. Welcome in, Eon. How are you? All right. I got weird. I got real weird. Okay. Is there no bucket now? Oh, there's no talking. Is that not the phone that's ringing? Where's the phone? Oh, it's quieter. It's not. The phone was not ringing before. Oh, this one.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from
I'm trying to terminate it
into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Well, damn. Well, it's in my brain now. Now I have brain parasites or something gross. I don't know if that matters. Alright, so we can either grab the bucket again. We haven't really explored without it, have we? Wait. Okay, let me think. We did all the nopes. Although we didn't do all the nopes and then unplug.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket.
Yes,
now
good.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Sometimes,
Stanley
too,
did not question why or
you
how
can
this
start
bucket
to
was
listen
speaking
and
to
then
him.
go back.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this and not join them!
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
We're gonna unplug it this time.
Now pick up the...
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders?
I was.
Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here.
Oh my gosh, now
Let's
it's gonna be a
take look.
video.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Yes.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Yes.
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Perfect.
With one of your
Conditions.
arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener
Oh my
that the
God.
joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice
Dunny with the
screaming,
funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Heard it here first. Dunny with the funny. Lord help us. I will say the
Good. This saying is a perfect example of
done.
expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting
surveys.
hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I blame Tater Tails for this. All of it. All right. Like, we're gonna make this real weird.
I can feel it.
So then we
This
still get the
time,
same weird
I'm really
ending?
going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. Oh my God. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay, I can't cut through here like normal. They blocked that off for me. So I read somewhere there's like over 40 different endings, which I think we've gotten a good amount of, maybe not 40, but you know, we've gotten a good amount, I think.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Oh my gosh, really?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Stop, they're gonna be bad bucket jokes.
Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
Oh my God.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
Oh no, he's making it worse.
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Well, there's that. I met a new streamer recently and I enjoyed her stream, so I think that's who we're gonna raid today. Am I in a weird spot? Hold on. Let's see what this is about before we raid out. Why am I here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, this isn't where you normally start.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's a whiteboard ending, it said.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
Huh. It doesn't care, it didn't end it there.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
We'll cut through all the way and get back on
bucket was
track and see
wrong.
what happens, and then I'll get
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
This is a weird game.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait. Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Tan said, "Nuh-uh, I love you, Bucket. Stay with me forever. Smooch, smooch, smooch." What's funny is I read that comment in Tan's voice.
Okay,
Nuh-uh.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh.
There. Now it's settled.
Damn.
No more debate.
Tramp stamp.
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
We good? Can we leave?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Oh my god.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
How many stickers is he gonna put on him?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in.
Really hates
I'll
this broom
see
closet.
you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
Oh, it
walked
locked me out.
upstairs to the boss's office.
We could go downstairs and see if anything new happens.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
This
All
loops
because
like,
he believed everyone had
like
vanished.
you're just not going
his
anywhere.
boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal,
Oh no,
everyday
it's a different bucket.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Waffle says hi.
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Without
He
your
knew where
bucket,
the
you'll
voice
just
of the
say
bucket had
bucket.
been coming from.
Chuck it in the fucking
the real
bucket.
Was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful.
I don't know if there's a
doubled
right
over in
bucket.
agony
They're just messing with
and
me.
blacked out.
Oh. Yep. I just went insane.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
If there's a bucket in the scene, I will laugh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a
Stop
man
it.
who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had
Oh
no
my
bucket.
god.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Only we take the
Perhaps
bucket.
he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped all the way to work. Oh my god. So, Tan, if you didn't watch me play this last Saturday, you get that same ending if you do that route, but there's no buckets and it's a completely different dialogue all the way to work. Oh, I forget this lady's name. Hold on. I gotta remember this chick's name. Alright, we're gonna raid out. If you can go ahead, grab a raid alert. I forget who rated her recently. But I was in her stream for a while and she was fun. So I think we'll go give her a hello. And yeah, this game, I guess we're gonna get another Saturday out of this because there's a lot of bucket answers that I was not anticipating. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, beat you over the head with it. I haven't just explored without the bucket yet at all. With the balloons everywhere. So there's that. But I will be back on Monday with Spider-Man. And then I also have Bramble and the Mountain King, which is a short game. So I'll do one stream of that. Better bring your bucket. Don't forget. How could I after like an last hour of bucket talk? Anyway. Alright, well, thank you all for being here so much. And I will, make sure you say hi in the raid. And I'll see you guys all on Monday, okay?